Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious cheesy chipotle chicken enchiladas. In case you guys want to know how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for the recipe we're going to need 2 pounds of chicken breast, corn tortillas, your choice of melting cheese, 1.5 cups of milk, 3 tablespoons of butter, 1 ounce of cream cheese, 3 tablespoons of flour, 2 whole garlic cloves, 6 minced garlic cloves, chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, 2 Roma tomatoes chopped, 1 Anaheim pepper chopped, 1 teaspoon of chipotle chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, salt, and black pepper. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. Okay guys, so now we're going to grab our pot and we're going to set it on medium heat. We're going to add about 8 cups of water. And to that we're going to add our 2 garlic cloves, a quarter of a small white onion, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 1 tablespoon of black pepper. So we're just going to bring it to a boil. Alright guys, so once the water comes to a boil, we're going to throw in our chicken breast and just slice them in half. So just throw them in there. And now we're going to boil our chicken for about 12 to 15 minutes. Alrighty guys, so after 12 minutes, you want to check your chicken and make sure that it's fully cooked. So as you can see, it's already done. So we're going to remove it from the broth, so turn it off. And you don't want to overcook your chicken because we're still going to cook it with the vegetables. Okay, so now just set your broth to the side and allow your chicken to cool down. Alrighty guys, so once our chicken has cooled down a little bit, now we're going to begin to shred it. So just shred it. And of course you can use 2 forks or the mixer. I like to do it with my fingers just because I get to clean out my chicken. But it's all preference and whatever is easier for you. Alrighty guys, so once we have our chicken all nice and shredded, now we are ready to make our filling. Alright guys, so back to our stove, we're going to grab our pan, we're going to set it on medium heat, and we're going to add 1 tablespoon of oil, along with 1 tablespoon of butter. So we're just going to wait for the butter to melt and then we can begin throwing in our vegetables. Alright, so once our butter has melted, we're going to throw in our chopped Anaheim pepper. We're going to cook it for a couple minutes. Alright, so after a couple minutes, we're going to throw in half of our onion. Just chop it. Now we're going to cook them together for 3 minutes. Alright guys, so after 3 minutes, we're going to throw in our tomatoes, along with our chipotle peppers. Now I'm using 3, but of course depends on how spicy you want your chicken to be. Then it depends on how many chile chipotles you're going to use. And I just dice them. And we're also going to throw in our 3 minced garlic cloves. So cook them all together for a couple minutes. Alright guys, so after a couple minutes, we're going to throw in our shredded chicken. We're going to add our cumin, our chipotle chili powder, a little bit of salt, and black pepper. So now just mix it all together. So once everything is nice and mixed, we're going to grab half a cup of our chicken broth. We're just going to pour it on our chicken. So mix it again. And at this point, try your chicken for salt and see if you want to add any more. For me, my chicken's perfect. So now our chicken is ready. So we're going to turn it off, cover it, and set it to the side. Alright, so now we're going to fry our tortillas. So we're going to grab a small frying pan. We're going to set it on medium heat and we're going to add oil. So we're just going to wait for the oil to heat up and then we can begin frying our tortillas. Alright, so once our oil is hot, we're going to throw in our tortilla. And we're going to lightly fry it. So as soon as you see the tortilla begin to blister, we're going to remove it from the oil. Alright, so once the tortilla blisters, remove it from the oil. Okay. And just repeat the same process to the remaining tortillas. Alrighty guys, so once we're done lightly frying our tortillas, now we are ready to make a cheesy chipotle sauce. Okay guys, so now in our pan, we're going to set it on medium heat. We're going to add the 2 tablespoons of butter, along with 1 tablespoon of oil. And we're just going to wait for the butter to melt. Alright, so once the butter has melted, we're going to add the remaining of our onion, chopped, along with chopped chile chipotles. And I'm using 3. And we're also going to add our minced garlic. And now we're just going to cook it for about 3 minutes. Alright, so after 3 minutes, we're going to add our flour and just mix it in. Alrighty, and once the flour is mixed with our mixture, we're going to add 1.5 cups of our broth. And now we're just going to whisk it. Alright, so once our sauce has thickened up, we're going to add our milk. So just whisk it. And our cream cheese. So just dissolve the cream cheese and whisk. Alright, so once the cream cheese has dissolved and our sauce has thickened up a little, try it for salt and see if you want to add any more salt and pepper. I'm just going to add a little pinch. Okay. And now we're going to add 1.5 cups of our cheese. Okay, so just mix until the cheese has melted. Alright, so once our cheese has melted, our sauce is ready. So now we're going to turn it off. And now we are ready to make our enchiladas. Alright, so at this point, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Alrighty guys, so now to make our enchiladas, we're going to grab our baking dish. We're going to grab a little bit of our sauce and pour it on the bottom of our baking dish. So just spread it. And now we're going to grab our tortilla, dip it into our sauce. Grab a little bit of our chicken, and now just roll. Okay, so place it in your baking dish. And now we're just going to repeat the same process to the remaining tortillas. Alright guys, so once we're done making all of our enchiladas, we're going to get the remaining sauce and just pour it on top of the enchilada. Just drizzle it. And now we're just going to top it with our cheese on top of all of our enchiladas. Okay, and now we are ready to bake. Alright, so now we're going to bake them for 8 minutes or until the cheese has completely melted. Alright guys, so after 8 minutes, the cheese has melted, so now we are ready for the fun part. Okay, so I'm going to be serving my enchiladas with a side of rice and lettuce and avocado and tomatoes. So I'm just going to top it with some sour cream. And just sprinkle some cilantro. Okay. And now we are ready to enjoy our delicious Chipotle chicken enchiladas. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. Now, I am so ready. So now, let's give it a bite. Cheers and enjoy. Seriously, it's super delicious. It's creamy, cheesy. It's just perfect. For me, the sauce on the chicken is perfect. It's not too spicy, it's enjoyable. And my kids also enjoy it like this. But of course, if you want it more spicy, add more chile chipotles. Well, let me tell you that this is seriously the best. So delicious. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how it makes a delicious cheesy chicken chipotle enchiladas. I hope you guys had enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me in any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.